Lucana, one of the most beautiful countries on the Mediterranean coast, and a small peaceful island, Astigos.
This morning, the Zagorius Federation, one of the Mediterranean coastal nations, launched a unilateral military offensive against Astigos Island, a territory of the nation of Lucana which has been seeking independence. Despite protests from various nations, the Zagorian forces continue their invasion of Astigos, and sources believe it is only a matter of time before the island is completely occupied.
VSSE has learned that the Zagorius army has deployed tactical missiles on Astigos Island that will be a threat not only to Lucana, but to the surrounding nations as well. Two of their best agents were sent in to remove this threat. Alan Dunaway, Wesley Lambert.
Jump! Hurry!
Alicia Winston.
Surprise, surprise.
Wild Dog.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Wild Fang.
And now, time to get rid of you both.
Giorgio Zata. Time Crisis 3.
Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Arcade Assault on a non-rails shooter. Today we are playing Time Crisis 3. So, first things first, I quickly want to go and double check, just to make sure I have my settings correct. So I have beaten the game before, so if I wanted to, I could give myself 9 lives per continue, but I'm just going to stick with default 4, and we are still going to be playing on very hard mode. I do have the rescue mission mode unlocked as well. I'm not going to be doing that right now. To be totally honest, I don't even know what this is. I've never unlocked it before. And I'm just going to get right on into arcade mode, and we're just going to play straight through and see how this goes. So I will be back once gameplay starts.
Here they come. 5, maybe?
No, I'd say 7.
What do you think you're doing here? This is a restricted area.
Stop right there! Oh my god!
Where did those jet skis come from? That's my first question. Also, just like with Time Crisis 2, I am having to play this on a controller. Fortunately, Fortunately, when I was a kid, I basically only ever played this on a controller, because I didn't have an arcade near me that had a Time Crisis 3 cabinet. So, fortunately, I'm pretty confident playing this on a controller. I mean, to be honest, in general, I feel more confident playing on rails shooters on controllers, because that was the way I primarily experienced them as a kid. Which may sound a little bit bizarre and a little bit like heresy, but hey, here we are. So pretty much, I don't actually know how many continues this is going to take. Last time I did this, it took me 8 continues, but that was a couple of months ago. So I'll see how I do. And also, full disclosure, I did... Man, I missed... How many times do I want to miss that one guy? Okay, so, yeah, to be totally honest, I did record an episode on Time Crisis 3 a couple of months ago when I recorded ones on Time Crisis 1 and 2. To be totally honest, I recorded Time Crisis 3 one first. And then just decided, does this guy want to stop shooting at me for just a moment? No. I messed that up. I wanted to hit the barrel. Basically, I wanted to kill that guy and then just take out the barrel at the last second. But I messed it up. But hey, it happens. It happens. I'm no expert. And honestly, I don't really need to worry too much about my points total. To be totally honest, I don't remember what my points score was for last time. Either way, I know that shooting these guys out of the air gets you quite a lot of points. Anyway, yeah, this game came out in 2002 and then had a home console port in 2003. I think I think as far as home console versions are, I think as far as home console versions are concerned, it only ever came to the PS2, which honestly is a little bit of a shame. Personally, I would have loved to have seen a Time Crisis collection on the Wii, mostly just because, honestly, the Wii was perfect for on-rails shooters. And, well, we got Ghost Squad, we got House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return. I would have just loved to see Time Crisis on there. But, you know, that's probably just because I always really liked Time Crisis. And by that, I mean, when I was a kid, I never really... Okay, I'll be totally honest. I've only ever seen a Time Crisis 1 cabinet once, and I was on holiday, and I was, like, 9. So, yeah, I've only ever seen Time Crisis 1 in the wild once. I've seen Time Crisis 2 all over the place. Time Crisis 3 I saw a bit, but a lot less frequently than 2. And then Time Crisis 4, I have never played it. I've never played Time Crisis 4. And to be totally honest, I tried getting Time Crisis 4 to work on the PS3 emulator. I couldn't get it to work. Like, I know that that's entirely on me, not being able to just... That was close. I know that that's kind of on me, just not really knowing how to get it to work, but hey, I don't know. I might look at getting it to work again some other time. Anyway, with that, Area 1 is complete.
Seems to be a wrecked ship.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Over there.
Okay, Stage 1, Area 2. So, honestly, I think I remember this bit maybe more than most other bits in the game. I don't know why. I think it's probably because I played this game in... I know I played this version... That was close. I know I played Time Crisis 3 a ton with my friends when I was a kid, because we all had the console version. And, fun fact, despite that, we never finished the game. Like, I think... Okay. Not exactly ideal, but hey, I can work with it. Now... There we go. I just wanted to make sure I could get as many points as possible there. I don't really need them, but hey, I did. Also, I'll talk about these in just a second. But yeah, so even though I played this game a ton as a kid with friends, we never actually finished the game. I think we managed to get to the third stage, like, twice. Which, yeah, isn't exactly a great sign, but hey. I'm now... That wasn't exactly the plan. But yeah, I'm now at a point where I can just beat the game solo, so, I'm pretty happy with that, I don't want to call it character development, but it was something that happened over a long period of time, so I guess I can call it that. Okay, so, while I'm here... And, no, I should have just shot the car. Okay, so, in this game, I also have 3 other types of weapons available. I'm primarily going to be using the handgun. It is infinite ammo, 9 shots before I need to duck into cover to reload. However, I also have an SMG, which is rapid fire as long as I hold the trigger down. In just a second, I will show the shotgun, which has... Okay, machine gun has maximum of 200 shots. Shotgun has a wider spread, and a maximum of 50 shots. And then I have grenades. I can carry a maximum of, I think it's 4 or 5. And those are for basically just wiping out a huge group in one go. Or something that takes a lot more punishment to bring down. They're pretty good for bosses and stuff like that. So I'm going to be using those very sparingly. And we get a little cutscene here. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think this section makes any sense, really. Because, pretty much, it's now as if a ship has been kind of tilted on its side, so everything is going along... So did those bombs, like, split the ship in half or something, or what? Either way, we're gonna hopefully hit most of these guys on their way past. And we are very close to the end of this. Also, You may have seen a thing flash up saying I lost 1,000 points. Basically, I accidentally shot my partner. It happens. It will periodically happen in a game as fast-paced as Time Crisis. In a second, we're going to meet the other supporting character, and if we accidentally shoot them, we will lose 5,000 points. And we did that pretty fast, so we got a score bonus.
You're finished.
Jump! Hurry! There's no time! Come on!
Say goodbye.
He's on our tail!
Okay, so now we shoot down an attack helicopter, and this is where I save a lot of my SMG ammo for. Mostly because I can just keep shooting without the need to worry. Also, I should probably note, the more shots I land in what's the word for it? Consecutively, that's the word. The more shots I land consecutively, well, I think it's more within quick succession, the more bonus points I get. Those will be mentioned in green underneath the blue points totals. Also, you may have seen so far that all of the enemies look different. Well, slightly. The green guys are your basic and normal enemies. You shoot them, and they will periodically shoot red bullets at you to do damage, but most of the time they're kind of just filler. There's the red guys, they will shoot more dangerous shots at you. You have those guys in the orange with the kind of backpacks. They have a health bar, they take more shots to bring down, and they are currently the ones driving. And then there's the guys in kind of grey and yellow. Basically, I kill them, and they will drop ammo for one of my other weapons. Also, that is one of those times where I always just save 2 grenades for those turrets, because honestly, I know that I could probably get way more points out of them if I do just hit them with the machine gun, or even just the shotgun. But, yeah, I don't know, ever since I was a little kid, okay, I say a little kid, ever since I was like 8 or 9 first playing this. Wait, this game would have came out when I was 6. I think I first saw it when I was like 7. Yeah, close enough. Anyway, yeah, pretty much. I've always just used the grenades on those. Also, I'm gonna have to switch to something else real quick, because I am about to run out of time. Also, I should note, in Time Crisis 3, I absolutely messed that up. In Time Crisis 3, and I think Time Crisis 2, I've never actually ran out of time in Time Crisis 2. Nope. In Time Crisis 1, you just get an instant continue if you run out of time. In Time Crisis 3, and I assume it's the same in TC2. First time I've ever called Time Crisis TC there. Anyway, if you run out of time in Time Crisis 3, you just take damage. So, yeah. You don't just instantly game over like you did in Time Crisis 1. We are also very close to the end of this stage. Also, he will just kind of switch between targeting me and then targeting the AI teammate. Also, this guy has a flamethrower, we're just going to shoot him. And he's going to come out with a giant machine gun. Well, it's more of a mini-gun, isn't it? And I'm just going to quickly, mash that. So he now throws that away. And he just comes back out with his assault rifle or his SMG or whatever it is. And, no wait, he starts throwing grenades first. Then, when he gets to about a third health, or maybe it's just half, that's when he pulls out the gun again, just starts shooting. However, obviously, he shoots a whole lot of red bullets, so you do need to be a little bit careful about them sometimes. But that is stage 1 done, and we've taken, what, 2 hits of damage? I'm okay with that. As we can now move on into stage 2. So we are now about a third of the way through the game, because there's only 3 stages.
My name is Alicia. I'm with the Lucano Liberation Army. And you two must be Alan and Wesley from the VSSE.
Are you working alone? You're out of your mind.
My brother, our men, were captured by the Zagorius army while carrying out a mission to destroy the tactical missiles.
I see. So they're using the hostages as bait to force the resistance to surrender, right?
Yes, but that will never happen.
And so you came all the way by yourself to rescue your brother.
minerals are hidden in the military facility located at the summit of this mountain. We'll need to use the railway on the far side of this town. It's been used for supply transportation, and it will be our only route to the facility.
We better split up! We'll meet at the station up ahead!
The train leaves at 1500! Don't be late!
Okay, so this is now my favorite bit of music in the game, I think. And honestly, I've always loved this section. Just the shootout through the streets is always such a good bit. I've always been a huge fan of this bit. It's honestly my favorite section of the game. However, despite that, I'm also not very good at it. It's my favorite section of the game. It's the one that I've probably played the most, because when I was a kid I could never beat the second level. Also, I would do the one-stage trial on it over and over again, just in the hope that I would be able to. And then remembered, oh wait, I'm doing the one-stage trial, I don't go to stage 3 if I beat it. Also, if I destroy all of this stuff, I do gain bonus points for shooting all of it. And also probably make a shopkeeper very, very upset that some guy climbs over there. There we go. Always remember that guy because he's in red. So I shoot the person at the top of the stair. Basically, I shoot the guy with the shield and a claw person comes down, just get them in time. Then another red guy comes flying in. Now 3 more. Basically, I deal with these guys, and then 3 guys with health bars come out. No way, it's 3 guys with health bars come out after this group, I think. Basically, when I go up the stairs, 3 guys with health bars will pop up. And 1 guy who will drop alternate weapon ammo. I do remember that very well. Also, obviously, if you're... Okay, I got hit. If you're playing the player 2 side, right, obviously you'll see the game from other angles, which is pretty cool. Honestly, I think that's a nice little thing, gives a little bit of replay value, and honestly, I kind of prefer it to how Time Crisis 2 did it, where it was, like, vaguely randomized as to like, which path where you would very periodically split up, and then you'd deal with something just for a second. To be honest, I switched to shotgun next. I honestly thought I was going to be able to hit all of them with 1 shot. It was just a tiny bit wide. Also, this is another super cool section, just looking off the roof to shoot all the enemies. I think that's a super cool bit. We get an even cooler bit in, I'm going to say 2 minutes, but I think that's a bit too long. Probably like a minute and a half, maybe a minute. I don't know, depends how quickly I shoot. Depends how quickly I can shoot my way through all these enemies. Either way, I haven't used that was close. Either way, I haven't used a continue yet, and I am very pleased with that. Fantastic. Now, all these enemies are going to be up on this archway. Ooh, that was close. That was also very close. I'm just waiting for that 1 red guy to pop out. There we go. There we go. Also, so, pro tip. I say pro tip, you can just grenade that entire group. You can just grenade that entire group. It's less points effective, but it does just kill them all instantly, pretty much. You know, aside from that 1 guy who I missed. I need to be careful for the axe throwers. Because obviously, axes I don't think do a crisis flash. Okay, there's my first continue. But because I've beat the game before, I have whatchamacallit, free play mode unlocked. So I kind of have infinite continues, so it's totally okay if I take hits. However, having said that, obviously I'm still going to try to get as few as possible. And this is the other cool, really cool section, where you just kind of hang upside down and shoot all the enemies. It's only for like 6 guys, but I think that's so cool. And now we have a whole bunch of enemies on motorcycles. I could deal with them using the handgun, but honestly, the shotgun and the machine gun just deal with them so much faster and pretty easily, so yeah, I always just deal with these guys using the machine gun and the shotgun, because, okay, that guy really did not want me living there. He threw out so many red shots at once. Now we turn to the building, and I just grenade that for my own personal convenience. I probably should have waited for that second group to pop up first. Okay, now it's back to the motorcycles, and this is the end of this chapter. Well, chapter area. End of area 1 for stage 2. There we go. Area 1, stage 2, done. Off we go to area 2.
place.
Okay, so now, so we are on one. We've taken one continue and one hit. I don't think there's anything in this game that gives you bonus lives. I might be wrong, but I don't think there is. I know that in a lot of Sega's ones there are, but I don't think Time Crisis ever really tried with that. Like, someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I think Time Crisis 1 did have a mechanic for it, where if you landed so many shots in a row without missing once, you would get like one bonus life. Also, I know there's a few enemies who just run by in a second. There we go. I missed one. I missed one of them, to be totally honest. I usually miss both, so I'm pretty happy with that result. And that was a flamethrower guy. The flamethrower guys are used very sparingly. And now that I think about it, I think the player 2 side deals with the flamethrower guys a lot more frequently. Like, there's some that you both deal with, but in general, they're a more imminent threat from player 2 side. But either way, like, even when we go through the trenches in the first bit of the first level, I think there's a flamethrower guy in there on the player 2 side. Either way, we are quickly... Okay, I'll give him credit on that one. That one got me. Also, this guy's kind of funny, because you just shoot... Like, if you shoot out the guys with the riot shields first, he's still just there, kind of just dipping in and out of cover. Also, those guys in the wetsuits, I think the game refers to them as frogmen, which, to be fair, they are kind of amphibious, I suppose. I don't know what that guy was diving to, but hey, we'll just blast him away. Now, we do deal with a lot more frogmen in this little area. Unfortunately for him, I have a shotgun available. Now, basically these guys, I typically just deal with using the shotgun, because honestly, they kind of go down to it very quickly and easily. I say as I miss, like, all of my shots on them. But hey, that'll happen sometimes. I'm not exactly a sniper when it comes to these things. I mean, I'm not exactly a sniper when it comes to any shooter. Now, let's see if I can do this properly. There we go. Got it. I just want to blow that up. I mean, it's totally overkill to blow it up, but hey, I want my bonus points, you know? Now, I'll be totally honest, I think I should deal with the guys who have the health bars first, because they kind of just stick around for longer. And I saw that guy was throwing nades. But yeah, I will say, this is going alarmingly well so far. But at the same time, it is the third stage where I absolutely fall apart. Like, level 3, I usually fall apart a bit. Stage 2, Area 3, and actually Stage 3, Area 2, are where I usually fall apart when I'm doing well in this. So, yeah, we'll see that soon. Hopefully I don't mess it up too badly. That was close. Also, I think I shot that axe out of the air. I'll call that a win. And now we deal with a whole bunch of submarines. Why they're all located in, like, this kind of, like, stream, I don't know, but hey, here we are. Like, I don't know why they put this into, like, I don't know why they put all their, like, subs in here, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. And it makes for a kind of cool and memorable little bit of gameplay, so that's totally okay. And also, we can just blast them with shotguns. Okay, so that is continue number 2. Ooh. So, immediately, this is, what, on par with Time Crisis 2 already? Because Time Crisis 2, I just breezed through it. Okay, into the Area 3.
Alicia, she didn't make it.
You sure about that?
Alan! Wesley!
Come on, hurry.
Okay, so, leader of the Claw guys. Yeah, he is going to be our area boss here, and I absolutely could have avoided getting hit there. But no. Honestly, that wasn't even hubris of me going, oh yeah, I can shoot them down in time. Where did that red guy even come from? You know what, I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. And I was close. Basically, you deal with a whole lot of these people in this section, and the boss is also one of them, so, yeah, it's a little bit of a pain, because to be totally honest, I never really liked this enemy type. But hey, it's one that you deal with. Also, despite the fact that we didn't kill the one that was in that crate, we just, managed to ignore them and move on, and they never pop back out, so we don't need to worry about it. Okay, we are now nearly onto the bridge, where obviously the boss that was close, where the boss, well, was hanging out. So we are very close to the boss here. Also, I love how that one guy just does the rolls to try to dodge your shots. That's kind of cool. Okay, here we are. Here's the boss. And here's the plan. I'm just gonna blast his guys with shotgun shells, because, shotgun does good damage. And now we got a cutscene. Also, this scene, I don't think this is how, like, science and gravity works, but you know what? It makes for a really cool set piece. So, I have no complaints with it. Like, I have no complaints with it because it makes for such a cool section. Yep, that was close. Please ignore the fact that I just shot next to that guy's head, like, 7 times, just in quick succession. Either way, we continue to climb up, because gravity is nothing, because we are a protagonist in an on-rails shooter. Also, love those guys dropping me a whole bunch of ammo. I will probably run out of shotgun ammo during this fight, to be totally honest, because I am going to just be unloading with the shotgun at all times that I can. So I will run out of shotgun shells, but hey, I'll probably get a whole bunch of points out of it. Pretty much, this fight, I tend... Like, for most of the game, I use the handgun. For this fight, I mostly stick to the machine gun and the shotgun. Also, his guys now just respawn. And I don't know how many health bars this guy has, but, okay, that time, that was hubris. That time, I could have avoided it. Okay, I think he has, like... Okay, he has 2 health bars left. I know he still has 2 because when he goes to 1... Like, when he has a green health bar, that's when he has 1. So he'll jump onto this little box here, and that's when he is in his final state. There we go. Dead. Got him. Yeah, shotgun kind of just annihilates health bars. And with that, stage 2 is complete. Yeah, area 3 on stage 2 always goes badly for me.
Alan! Wesley!
Alicia!
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. But guess we're on foot from here. Daniel!
That's your brother?
The rebels are still refusing to surrender. Maybe your death will teach them a lesson.
It won't do you any good.
Don't worry. If they don't surrender, I have another option in mind.
Daniel!
Wait! We'll take care of the enemy troops. You go and rescue your brother, okay?
Ready to make some noise?
Oh yeah.
Man, Time Crisis protagonists and starting the 3rd level by jumping off a high thing, like, an iconic duo. Also, I distinctly remember the first time I ever got to this level, that happened. That happened, only I immediately got a game over and was very upset about it. But hey, when I was a kid, that meant, hey, I now have the 3rd level playable, which was something I never thought would happen. Also, I'm just gonna grenade this screen, because I'm gonna grenade that screen because, to be totally honest, it's like it's a good few enemies, and they are all like constantly shooting crisis flashes at you. And honestly, I think it might be the most infuriating single screen in the game. I'm on the highest difficulty because I think, to be totally honest, I don't know what turning up the difficulty does. I imagine it just changes the frequency with which like the crisis flashes come out. And whatchamacallit, how like frequently you're in actual danger of taking damage. Also, I nearly have 4 shotgun ammo again, so I can just unload into the tanks, because, you know, just unloading a shotgun into a tank apparently destroys a tank very quickly in this world. I don't think that's how it would work if you shot a shotgun at an actual tank, but hey, it's cool video game logic. It's like action movie video game logic, you know? So I'm not going to complain. I think it's kind of cool. Also, I traded that, but hey, I got 2 grenades out of it. I will probably use 2 grenades total for the rest of the game. And that's maybe being a little bit generous. Either way, we are now... whatchamacallit? That guy just... I love how that guy just dives. Like, it's so extra. He doesn't need to. Okay, these are the last group of enemies before our first boss of this stage.
Whoa! Surprise, surprise. Wild Dog, don't you ever die? Whoa! What the? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wild Fang, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, so, now we fight Wild Dog and I assume his apprentice, Wild Fang. And honestly, they're both really cool. I'll be totally honest, I still don't know why Wild Dog has a machine gun arm, but it is also now a rocket launcher, it is also now a flamethrower. I'm not going to question it though, because it's rad. That's cool. Also, I can just kind of unload shots rapidly, which is always welcome. To be totally honest, I don't remember what the points score it wants from me is. I want to say it's like 1.2 million, but I don't know why I think it's that. Either way, we just unloaded them and we got a whole bunch of damage out. And there's the flamethrower. Honestly, the flamethrower is always dangerous to me because I don't know how it works properly. Like, I don't know how to kind of gauge when I'm in its actual danger zone. Also, I do like how Wild Dog, like, you kind of alternate who's focusing on who, but ultimately you do need to shoot at both. Okay, we just ate a missile, but hey, that happens. And also, Wild Fang, okay, that's continue number 3, I think. I think that's continue 3. No, wait, that's continue 4, I think. Today on me remembering how to count, I'm going to have to remember how to count, and that is something for future me to deal with. Also, I love how Wild Fang just kicks stuff all over the place. Honestly, get him in Tekken. Actually, wait. You can probably make... Yeah, you can probably make Hroang... Yeah, you can probably make Hroang... I can't pronounce his name. You can probably make him look like Wild Fang in Tekken. I'll be honest, I'm really bad with customizations in games, so I don't really customize my characters whenever possible. It's like, yeah, I might mess with some colors, but generally I will just stick to the defaults. Okay, so now... Oh, so far we've just been kicking boxes. Now we're kicking girders. And we are kicking them a lot. Okay. Just dodge that, and we get another health bar off a Wild Dog, and now we just gun down these guys, and there comes the dive kick, and I love how Wild Dog and Wild Fang, they will just run around and just kind of giggle while doing so. Also, yes, he did just kick a forklift truck at me. Yes, that maybe means he is forklift certified. He's also dead, so... Okay, I say he's dead, that's a lie. He is, incapacitated for the remainder of Time Crisis 3, because I think he comes back in Time Crisis 5, I want to say? And he goes back to the Flamethrower for his final health bar. This time I can see kind of how it works a little bit better, though. And with that, Area 1 is complete.
Oh, beaten by a couple of young punks.
Hold it right there. Looking for him? Drop your weapons.
Stop!
Alicia, we're going after him. Take care of your brother.
Also, I love how you see Zot actually put the explosive down, and then the level starts with the explosion, which kind of covers everything in the kind of orangey hue with all the fire and the sparks that you'll be seeing for the rest of this area. I think that's a great little detail, basically. Now the question is, can I pull another 250,000 points out within the next area and a half? Well, the next 2 areas. Honestly, I might be able to, but I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know how many points I get for killing Zot at the end. Also, I love how in Time Crisis 1, you beat Wild Dog, and I don't think he actually says anything. Then he kind of just insults Keith and Robert in Time Crisis 2, and in this one he's just like, man, I lost to some kids. Because, like, Alan and Wesley are probably in their, like, early to mid-20s. I don't actually know how old any of these characters are. Like, that'd be my guess. Oh, that was close. And that is us. Over 1 million points now. Let's go. 10 out of 10. We are... No, there we go. There's over 1 million. And now... Okay, so this is usually the bit of the level that I'm the bit of this area that I'm fairly confident with. It's most... No. I think it's just after this bit, we go into a library section. And that's where I usually fall apart in this area. And, okay, here we are. Because the rest of this area is all in this one room. And it requires some kind of smarter shooting than I am perhaps capable of aiming at. Because, let's be real here, me and aiming don't exactly see eye to eye on a lot of things. It's kind of why I'm bad at first-person shooters. Yep. Got him. Just had to wait him out on that one. That guy kind of popped in and threw that grenade awfully fast. Either way, we are very close now to... I'll be honest, I didn't even see that guy. Fortunately, I was like 2 enemies away from moving the screen forward, so I didn't lose all that many potential points. That guy popped up and threw an axe immediately, so I had to have very quick reactions on him. And that was bad. Yeah, I don't know if the game's going to give me my overall bullet accuracy at the end, but I imagine it's probably low. Because, well, to be honest, I think that's a natural cause. I think that kind of happens naturally, just kind of with the way I play, because I can just mash. Because I can just mash to shoot. Because since I'm playing on a controller, I can do that. And, yeah. Oh, that's a flamethrower guy. Honestly, I'm not going to take any chances with that. I say, I'm not going to take any chances with that, I say, getting hit. Yeah, I'm just going to shotgun through these guys. There we go. You know that the area is done because it suddenly clears up. And now we go into the final area.
You're toast.
Alicia! Zot's headed for the missile controls! We gotta stop him!
Alright! We'll take care of things here!
Thanks!
To
too late, my friends. These missiles are all targeted for Lucano and ready for launch.
What?
I should have gotten rid of that pesky country a long time ago. And now, time to get rid of you both.
Okay, so now this final area is just the boss fight with Zart. We will fight a whole bunch of other enemies in process, but the main objective here is kill Zart. And hopefully we'll manage it without too much hassle, but honestly, this is one of the... I would say the fight with Zart is... I would say it's difficult, but also for... Okay. What's the best way for me to phrase this? For the final boss in an on-rails shooter, the fight with Zart is difficult but fair, would be probably my best way to describe it. I think his boss fight is a lot fairer than a lot of other final bosses in on-rails shooters. I'm totally not saying... And by that, that statement is directed at a couple of very specific bosses that I haven't covered on this show yet, but hey. One day they will get their time. I don't know when, but they will get their time, and I will be having words. That's when I do. Also, I mostly just want to throw grenades there just to blow up all those screens, and that guy was ready for it. Basically, I want to get rid of all of those That was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, that was pretty bad on my part. Also, credit to Giorgio Zart, he apparently has a very bullet-resilient face. He's very resilient to getting shot in the head. But hey, decent. I think I'm on 5 continues or something so far. I'm on either 5 or 6. To be totally honest though, I have no idea on some of his moves. Which is weird, because I've played this game so much over the years, and I still couldn't tell you, like, half of the stuff about it. Also, I just got to continue, like, 40 seconds ago, and I'm already down to 1 health. Genuinely, this final area is probably the hardest bit in any Time Crisis game, in my opinion. I should know, I've never actually played Crisis Zone or Raising Storm. I've also never played Time Crisis 4, and to be totally honest, I've never even seen Time Crisis 5. Like, I know 5 exists, but I have never seen it. And I died again, okay. But yeah, I've never actually seen Time Crisis 5, and I really want to play it. So, that's something that I would like to do at some point, but I have no idea how or when I would... Well, that didn't go well there, but yeah, I've never played Time Crisis 4 or 5. I've seen Time Crisis 4. Funnily enough, I saw Time Crisis 4 and House of the Dead 4 at the same time, and that was my first time ever seeing those games. Like, I didn't know they existed, and then I learned both existed at the same time. Because I just happened to be on holiday and saw them in an arcade, and they were basically right next to each other. Okay, now we're into the final area, and I wish I had more shotgun ammo. Oh, basically, this is me having a little bit of hubris and having... wait, I think I'll get all my shotgun and ammo back now. Yeah, basically, you get to that final bit, then just gun them down. And with that, Time Crisis 3 is complete.
It's too late. No one can stop the missiles now. What?
Alan, over there!
up to them.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
And with that, Time Crisis 3 is complete. So now we can bring up the thing, put it next to Time Crisis 1 and 2 and Vampire Knight to see how we did. And Vampire Knight is still sticking with it as one that took the most continues, but I think this is the Time Crisis that took the most continues. To be honest, I think this is by far the hardest one. Like, of the three, I think this is by far the hardest. 66.4% accuracy, so 2 out of 3 shots landed. I'm pretty okay with that. And I got the highest score out of my, 3 playthroughs, so hey, I'm not too mad about that. But yeah, genuinely, I adore Time Crisis 3. It is so good. Depending on the day, if you ask me if I liked this or one of the House of the Dead games more, I can go back and forth, but I think this is probably my favourite. Either way, with that, Time Crisis 3 is done. And honestly, if you ever get the chance to play it, big recommend. I absolutely adore Time Crisis 3. But with that, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to... No, wait. As always, thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time for whatever it is I'm doing next. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.